Here we are at the gathering point with the Earth spinning on its axis, and the giants in the sky are going to blow it up. This is the gathering point. Welcome everyone inside the furnace. Look at that heat. It's like a giant tornado storm blowing. All right, welcome everyone. We'll introduce you to everyone, but right now we wanted to start with the Van Gogh pattern.
All right, let's go for it,
Tending
Oliver.
it's the Earth, and we're going to expand it super big because we can. And we just want to show you what happens. There was a ton of color on this, but the thinner you blow something, the more the color escapes.
It's pretty cool from the inside.
What's happening, everybody?
We got Jake in the house in the gray shirt.
There's our
holding up
sphere.
the distorted sphere.
Well, get it off of there, dude. Quiet for the dismount.
That's
Whoa,
painful.
might hurt the ear.
We got Oliver in the red shirt.
Who's on the tech table tonight?
We're going to go to the tech table, but we're going to watch you break this off. It may or may not crack the rest.
I don't think that one will
Sounded
fall
like
apart.
an egg.
Oh,
Chris
doubt it.
drawing up the piece. We got Sarah ringing up your orders tonight. On the tech table, we have Beth. Hello.
Michelle's back here behind the camera.
Behind the scenes, bringing you day-to-day action shots. Let's
And
get started.
Mojo. And are you a glass blower yourself, Mom?
I am a glass blower. That's why when I'm talking, I can kind of comment on some things. When you say I'm going to add feet, I can elaborate a little bit on what that is. Sometimes we start the show with a drawing. Sometimes we start the show with glass blowing. This looks like it's going to be the Frosty Ice Van Gogh mug.
Since it's the weather, we're talking about making something that would be a winter blizzard glass. And of course, everybody likes drinking frosty beers out of their mugs, so this would be the perfect frosty beer mug where the foot is actually going to be a bunch of ice cubes.
Whoa.
Then we're going to have a super ice crackle top out of the 100% recycled tank so that it looks like ice that's frozen and crackled. Then we're going to have a icicle right on the side.
Icicle.
And it could be like a sickle, like if you're going to cut the wheat if you wanted to and use a giant icicle, but not today. It's going to be an icicle, like the kind that falls and hangs off your gutters.
So
let's
the
do it.
reason on this weather show we're starting with this frozen one is because it's still super hot here in Michigan. What was it, like 85 today, or maybe a little less today?
Could be like 84.
82.
So you understand the pattern. That's what we call a Van Gogh pattern. And as Chris layers up his color, you're going to see it come to action.
If you
So
take a look,
I actually,
which color were you using? This one right here?
yeah, give a little tap here.
Oh!
That's a serious burn on his finger right there, folks.
That one's gonna blister.
Oh.
What I'm doing is I'm using a beautiful watery blue underlying color that I want to have it so that it's even more of an electric,
Realistic.
watery, frozen body of the mug. So I got 2 coats of that on the recycle glass, which is, maybe I'll put a third. Why not? Really
What the
good.
heck?
You know, you might as well. You're going to go 2, you might as well go 3. Jake's adjusting the glory hole here, folks. You see that he was tucking in the reduction so that we'd get a better heat and a better flame to melt these things in and get the glory hole nice and hot.
We're going for the bubble here, I assume, first before he gathers over it.
Yeah.
So he's blowing a little bit of air into the pipe, and you're gonna see right here as I zoom in on this glob of molten glass, electric blue, looks like mold.
Mold?
It certainly doesn't look like the blue you put on over there.
It looks orange to me right here.
No, it's got a little green, dark mold twinge to it. Let me get a zoom on that.
And I'm going to be quenching the quencher out of this, so let's get a little bit of action underneath.
What?
Just so I get a little bit of distortion when I gather over it, so I get a little more of that frothing, frozen action.
So Chris is cooling down the pipe here because I know the tank's getting low there. That is some dark blue.
So Jake, do you find when you do your crackling action, do you like it when, or do you prefer to crack it in the water before you start blowing out that mass so that when you blow out the vessel, it really separates? What do you think about that
I like it about halfway done through, because I find if I blow it out too much, heat it up enough that I can blow it out more, those cracks will separate too much and they look unintentional.
Unintentional.
Yeah. So I lean towards it's almost done and blown up completely. But I will say, and for those aspiring glass blowers out there watching us here tonight, shouts out to Dave, by the way. I saw some amazing pieces of his. He's been watching the show for a long time, and his progress on the blowpipe has been incredible to watch. What Chris did there was blowing it out and marvering the glass before going into the water made a huge difference. So he was chilling the outside. He was keeping his core temperature, but cooling down the exterior by letting this inch-thick steel plate pull the heat out of that exterior layer. And so then when he goes in the water, it's already pre-chilled and ready to quench.
So this isn't a Van Gogh at all. This is an ice mug.
Yes.
Got
This
it.
is an ice mug, correct.
Blow.
So you see the way these guys are working together here, so you can hear that there's really not that much communication because these guys work together pretty frequently. For this particular one-off icy super piece being done on the live show, it does seem that Chris is going to be hand sculpting each cube. And as he gets into the second and the third one, he knows he's got a third glass blower here, and there's an opportunity for an extra set of hands if need be, whether that's me just taking a flash.
We're
No,
alternating
we
crystal.
got this thing, man.
And so they also get the ability or the opportunity to, if by doing these by hand versus in a mold, they can switch up the size, they can switch up the shape, and switch up the placement versus a mold bringing them out exactly the same each time.
And what was the theme of this piece again, Jake?
Ice.
So it's more like
Winter storm.
deep winter tundra storm ice experience.
The longer the glass is out of the furnace, the more chance it is of breaking. So Chris is using a little torch there right on the neck, making sure it's nice and hot. There's so many different temperatures in this piece right now, based upon the ice cubes being added.
Final ice cube.
Last one
Oh,
coming.
that looks really cool.
I remember out at the Fin Camp, there's photographs of them sawing ice out of the lake and then pulling them out, and then you drag them on a sled back to your cabin and put them in the fridge.
That's so sick.
Your wooden box.
Chris is going to be flattening these. They're all a bunch of different ice cubes, and he just heated up specific ones, especially the ones sticking off a little more, and he's going to go ahead and flatten them.
We're gonna do a clear crystal frosty lip wrap on this, and then we're gonna do 2 ice cubes to hold the icicle in place.
Wow.
Out of crystal.
If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it.
How do you do that?
Hit the button, the subscribe button. This is a members item. This is only going to be available to our subscribed members, which are just some incredible champions. There's the crystal clear lip wrap. Chris is sculpting an icicle, a 2,000 degree icicle. He's got recycle, he's got copper blue, which is a really beautiful watery, kind of like a Hawaiian water blue, added into the dark blue. He put the snippage in there.
Any of the sharp edges when he was cutting it will totally smooth out in the reheating process.
Well, I always make sure that I superheat the icicle and then I roll it on the marble like this, guys. And that takes all those sharp edges off. So now they pretty much are just massaging your hand. Oh gosh, it looks mighty perfect. All right, so Jake, you want to jump in and heat those ice cubes up for me?
Timing things out and planning on the connection, melding of these cubes to the icicle.
Right on the very end, get those ends hot.
This has to be done. They got to be hot on the connection, it's basically they got to be hot. Both sides got to be hot
You think
so
with
they
your
melt
experience
together.
they're going to be hot enough right now, or you got to heat them a little more?
I'd give me 2 more seconds.
All right.
But if I hit them now here, we could go for it
All right, hit them now, and I'll get this ready.
before another heat, yeah.
All right, Jake's getting them nice and hot. Chris's exterior of the icicle will be hot, and because of that, they will stick together. They're gonna have to use some
Straight
tweezers
up?
and some other manipulation to make sure it's on there really good. Very carefully, they're gonna tap it off the pipe so it doesn't come off the punny. Yeah.
Woohoo! Smooth like butter. That was about as smooth as it could go. The trick, though, is that did we put that on at the correct temperature?
Yep.
You've now got some extra weight on the side of this mug, so it has ovalized just a hair, which is okay because we can correct that ovalization better than having the piece get too cold and having it fall off the pipe when you add that extra weight. I think Chris left plenty of room for a hand to go right through that and hold this thing correctly, and I also like how he left that thick part of the icicle a little bit over that top cube so you can get some thumb action going on up there.
That torch
I like
was
the way it looks.
smoothing
Ah.
out the connection point.
That's the Frosty Ice Mug Winter Storm Special there, guys.
The water fractures just the outside. You've got to do it at the right temperature.
Maybe 30 minutes to make. 3 glass blowers. Chris has 38 years of experience.
That was
Nice
a nice
piece. That's a cool one.
Jake's gonna make his item next.
Yes, I will, Dad.
Oliver's making sure all the assistant stuff is back in place.
Hey there, everybody. I shucked all the pipes.
So here
Well,
they are in
I'm ready.
lineup for the next item. We got punty rods. These are solid. That's a punty rod, but these are the blowpipes. So different colors on them are because the ends over there are different thickness, depending what size you're gonna make. So Jake's looking like the cloud.
Those are
Whee!
peanuts.
They are
Peanut.
peanuts.
I feel like
Yes.
we should decide, but we're gonna basically make this cloud first, and we're gonna see if it deserves to be upright and wide, and just by the way it's blowing out and the tech that we're gonna attempt to use for this, or if we want it to be horizontal, because many of you that have watched our show may remember probably had to be 145 shows ago. This is show number 326. So maybe 145 shows ago, we made a piece that was like this, and it had recycle rain coming down like this, and then a beautiful long oleo, like a recycle, drop of water, and then a nice beautiful foot down here, and a lightning bolt right here, and it was beautiful. And it might be really fun to recreate that.
Or what if you opened up the top there, and that was the top, and then down this side you did a lightning bolt that was the handle?
Ooh. Yes, we could. So Oliver's idea originally was, let's just make a beautiful cloud, put a nice foot on it. We've been rocking the footing tool and just making the crispest, clearest, tastiest things, and have it be a nice, clean, organic piece like that. The other option is that we do.
Do.
Tell
I said
'em,
it.
Jake.
Roll
I said
in, you
it.
can put a little poop emoji there.
Do a recreation and have a couple lightning bolts coming down like this, all rowdy, and then have either a lightning bolt like this. Last one was water, but a lightning bolt coming down, and then have it kind of like go like that.
Wait a second, is this a mug? What just happened?
Well, it might just become contemporary.
I like the contemporary artwork idea, but I am looking at the clock saying 6:45.
What you guys just almost missed was Jake getting the cloud action going on with the swirls of the white, so it looks like a cumulus slash
Nimbus.
Colombiano, if that's another one.
That's,
I remember you guys
If that's not a
learning
cloud, it's a
clouds.
coffee.
Yeah, it's gotta be a coffee.
The Nimbus?
No, Colombiano.
Oh.
That's like with extra froth.
Nimbus is a made-up word.
Has a
No,
real
it's a cloud, isn't it?
a nimbus.
No way.
Yeah.
Googler.
All right,
Help.
yeah. Who wants to look up
Can we
cloud
get the
names?
Google dance going here? Can you check if a Nimbus is a type of
It is.
person
No,
or
it's
a
a
cloud?
cloud.
It's a cloud.
No
It
way.
sounds like a
It
piece
is.
of like tropical fruit.
Nimbus is a type of cloud.
Yeah.
A
Sounds
nimbus
like
is
it'd
a
be
cloud.
tasty.
It's also a broomstick in the magical world.
So here's like 3 coats of a large grain white. And I've swirled it up thrice, melted it back into itself, and I'm holding it up in the air for gravity's sake. And now I'm gonna shape it up a little bit, gather over it so we don't burn the white as we're torching it, blowing it out, and shaping it and everything. And I'll be done in a jiffy.
Why is Jake holding up the pipe using this torch? Who wants to explain?
He's actually
Hello?
heating up different areas of the cloud
Stop.
so that he can blow out bulging cloud
Bulges.
bulges so that it looks like a real cloud that you're looking at while you're out in front of your house, and you look up and you're just like, whoa, there's a giant cloud. Clouds are vessels, folks. Just so you know, if you want to Google it, let's do it. But they are up there only to carry around water and dump it upon it where it pleases when it gets too overloaded. So it's pretty much just floating around, ready to turn the faucet on. Then I'll blow
So the thing
out.
they have to be careful of is if Oliver blows
Good.
too hard and there's a concentrated hot spot, it could pop like a balloon.
I
Not
am
really.
watching really closely how that glass is moving at the beginning.
And feeling it too, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so weird that you can feel it, but you can feel the pressure change as you're blowing. If the glass is hard or soft and how it's expanding. It's really crazy.
Just trying to figure out how to make this more cloud-like, because right now it just looks like a albino potato. It's not really screaming cloud to me, so it's like,
Albino.
You
You
know,
think maybe a finer pointed flame?
I think I might have that. It was the best thing that I could think of. The other thing I thought of was put clear in there and squish it into the crevices a little bit and kind of give it some more motion, but then we'd have to grab more white and it wouldn't look the same as that, and it wouldn't be one cohesive piece, so.
like if Jake, what I'm saying is if he holds the taglia this way, that has a nice round end from when you punny it that you could.
And the tape would vaporize.
Push
and
it
be a
from the
super color
inside.
addict. I do want to confidently say that if all fails, somebody out there in the world has seen an albino white potato in the sky in the form of a cloud, because
That's
I
right.
know
There it is.
people have seen everything.
Maybe we could get some cabbage, Dad.
Yeah,
Ooh, that was kind of fun.
yeah, it was like scratcher.
All right.
No way.
Oh,
That just
All right.
cloudified it.
wow.
I think if we just do that 20 more times, we'll be there.
20 or so, yeah.
If you do that to anything, it'll turn into a cloud.
From potato to cloud. Put it on the spec sheet. No, I think right here like this.
Oh, bringing it around town?
Yep.
I
I
love
think we
horchata.
could do like a cumulus quencher drink in the
With
bar.
real
that
cloud
would
in it?
be-
Like one right there. I'm not sure I'm trying to puff out anymore. I risk that. I feel like when these are so drawn around what's already there,
Yeah.
you know?
If you puff it out in the wrong way,
And we will puff the heck out of it up here. So the evolio is the stem between the foot and the cloud that we've got going on here. And evolios are a steady hand special, especially when you're going in to a totally oblong, weird form like this here. So I'm gonna try and just hit it right on center and just trust the gut.
So what are you thinking height-wise? Looks like the drawing, you're keeping it fairly short, so you got the whole piece is the cloud, and then you've got like a pedestal.
Yes.
I like it.
Check this out, glass blowers.
What we got? What are we
This is
checking
the
out?
cloud technique, the molten foot cloud technique.
Woo wee, that's some hot glass. Gentle squeeze. Feel the foot. Squeeze
the heck out of it.
harder.
Never
Voila.
needed to. It's
So
just
smooth.
a pleasure to do those feet now. It's a foot revelation.
All right, if you guys are watching us and you watch us on Facebook, I want you to go to another Facebook page. It's called Glass Academy Addicts. This is a private page run by some of our fans. And on it, I want you to look for the video that makes the glass bangles. Did you guys see that?
The video of what?
Making glass bangles in India.
All right, we're going for the flip around here. This is a pretty thick piece for just having a little foot like that. This is just, you know, a really good situation we find ourselves in here.
After you bulb this out again, get it nice and hot, give it a couple swings, and then that will change the shape too.
Totally.
What's cool is when you're using the torch that you can see the pattern on the inside. The swirls are super subtle because they're all done in white.
Yeah.
Get in there.
That's looking really
Like a butt.
Cloudy.
cloudy.
Like a
Yeah.
butt.
Got the GA stamp on it.
Look at this piece.
I think we need some like cotton candy to go on the top of it. This is gonna go in the cooling oven. It's got some really cool color patterns on there, which are a little hard to see because it's all white. Little torch right on the tip there, making sure there's no sharp edges. Walking across the studio.
I like that one.
That turned out cool. A little combo action.
So I know we already did one of these guys, but I'm having too much fun. We're gonna put another footing tool foot on here, and then maybe some decorative tobacco accents if you wanted to throw some extra sandy wind in there. But I pretty much went for just two different browns swirled up in the core. There's a spiraled vortex going right to the bottom, like it's kind of like a wind tornado. Here goes Oliver for the pluck and trim, folks. Take a look at how he does this. He's holding the tweezers real close. He's not messing around. He's plucking it.
close.
He's going in with the duck bill. This is a beauty right here, folks. Sandstorm theme special. Super giveaway. Well trimmed, well open by Oliver. Well trimmed, well open by Oliver. Well trimmed, well open by Oliver.
Well, thank you.
Water.
You are so talented. You are so talented. You are so talented. You are so talented. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, your giveaway. We'll wrap up the shards for you and put them in a box.
Send it in the mail.
Thanks for playing, everyone.
Just 1 second of not looking at it, going for the tweezers. Oh, I am so mad right now. I am.
But you are so talented.
I'm gonna walk over here for 1 second and be really irate, and then we'll close the show.
Well, it's good to see that happen, so you know it does happen. We'll remake
Do
that.
we know exactly what happened?
What did happen?
Oliver.
Oh, you
what
know,
happened?
sometimes you pull a piece out of the glory hole and you bump the rollers with the piece.
You are so talented. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, your giveaway.
So there you go, folks.
That's nice.
You want to wrap it
Giveaway
up with them?
carcass.
Thank you for watching the show. Remember, 5%, there are a fair amount of mugs. They'll be up all week. 5% of that will go to the donation that we're doing in Texas. You donated because you watched the show and you were part of the action. We will see you next week, 6 o'clock. Thanks for watching.
See you guys next week.
Good night.
Boom. Nice. We have enough shop monkeys. Like a butt?
Like a butt.
Right.
You're on the edge.
Bulges.
You do.